Question 1. International aid has been the mainstay of the country's dash economy. Now, in sentence equivalence questions, before we find the two words that can go into the blank, we should try and understand the context of the sentence and think of words that can possibly go here. So I'm saying that international aid has been the mainstay, which means that international aid has been the main support system of the country's economy. So I can infer from this that the country's economy is not doing well. The country's economy is in a bad shape, and that is why it has to rely on international aid. So which words can be used for a poorly performing economy? Languishing, emerging, booming, domestic, bankrupt, and flagging. So the answers are A and F. Languishing is something which is in a bad state. So a languishing economy would mean an economy that is not performing well, that is struggling. And flagging also means the same thing. A flagging economy is an economy that cannot sustain itself. And so the idea of international aid makes sense. Now, emerging and booming, they are positive words, so they can't fit the context here because here I'm talking about an economy that's not performing well. Domestic is redundant because if I'm talking about the country's economy, then that means domestic economy. So that is not required here. And bankrupt is somewhat extreme in the context of the sentence. We don't know if the economy is bankrupt. We don't know if the economy has gone completely under. We only know that international aid has been the main support system. So we can say that the economy is not performing well. So languishing or flagging. Question 2. As an immigrant who rose to the highest levels in public life, he was dashed as an assimilation success story, but the latest scandal has besmirched his reputation. So here we are speaking about an immigrant who migrated to a country, and in that country, he reached the highest levels of public life. And because he was able to do that, he was celebrated, right? So I'm looking for a word which means celebrated. He was celebrated as an assimilation success story. Assimilation is the coming together of different people, different cultures. So since he was an immigrant and he was able to reach the highest office, he was celebrated as an assimilation success story. But the latest scandal has besmirched his reputation. The latest scandal has spoiled his reputation, right? So which are the words that I can use for celebrated? Disappointing, conceived, touted, heralded, promising, and required. So here the answer is touted and heralded. To tout or to herald someone is to present them as an example of something, right? So he was celebrated. He was shown as an example of how assimilation works, right? So that is what touted and heralded mean. Now, obviously, disappointing is a negative word, so I can't use that for something positive like celebration. So it's not A. To conceive is to think of an idea. So that doesn't fit the context here. Promising, I cannot use promising for a person. I can again use promising for an idea. For example, your idea is promising and we'll try and implement it. And you can't require a person as an assimilation success story, right? This is not a requirement or something that needs to be mandatory. This is just something that is celebrated. So C or D. Question 3. While his last film was measured, in this one, the director dash whimsy. So here I am making a contrast between measured and whimsy. I'm saying that his last film was measured, which is to say that it was slow and deliberate and well thought out. In this film, the director has given into whimsy, which is has given into his own fancy and done whatever he thought was good. So there's a contrast between being proper and being measured versus giving into one's fancy. So which words can go in the dash? Compensates for, indulges in, devolves into, advocates for, panders to, and complies with. So here the answer is B and E, right? To indulge in something is to give in to the desire to have something. and generally something that you should not have in excess, right? For example, indulgence in junk food is bad, right? So you can have a little bit once in a while, but you should not overdo it, right? So that is what we are trying to say, that the director has completely given into whimsy. He has indulged in whimsy in this film. And to pander is used in the context of, again, giving into a desire or an instinct that you should not, right? For example, politicians sometimes pander to voters' baser instincts, which is to say that they'll think of ways to make voters insecure and vote for them, right? So you're kind of giving into a desire that is base, right? Now, to compensate for is to do something to reduce the impact of something else, right? For example, I could have said that the director needs to compensate for the whimsy that he has indulged in, right? But I can't say that the director compensates for whimsy, because I'm saying that he has indulged in whimsy as against his last film when his tone was measured. So it's not A. Devolve cannot be used for a person. Devolve is used for an argument or an issue. For example, the argument at the meeting devolved into chaos, which is to say that it turned chaotic, right? So that is not right in the context. To advocate for, I cannot use advocate for in the context of a director. I can use advocate for when I'm talking about spreading or propagating an idea, right? For example, she advocates for human rights, or she advocates for the rights of migrants, right? So advocate for is used in the context of someone working towards something. So that doesn't fit the context here. And to comply with is to obey or follow something. For example, he complied with all the requirements of the bank to get a loan, which is to say that he fulfilled all the requirements. So that also doesn't fit the context here. So it's B and E. Question 4. I was not born to be a navigator. Geography is not dash to my thinking process. So it was good to land at night on a familiar highway. So here I'm speaking of a person who was probably stuck at night somewhere in the woods or someplace unfamiliar. And the person is saying that I was not born to be a navigator. Geography is not dash to my thinking process. So once this person was stuck somewhere, they did not know how to get out of that situation because they are not good at navigation. And they say that geography is not relevant to my thinking process. They don't really think geographically, so they're not good at navigation. And so it was good that they were able to land on a familiar highway, because otherwise they would have been lost. So I'm looking for synonyms for relevant. So I have anomalous, inconsequential, peripheral, pertinent, germane, and visible. So here the answers are option D and option E. To be pertinent or germane to something is to be relevant to something, right? So if I say that geography is not pertinent to or not relevant to, I'm basically saying that those things are not part of my thinking process, right? Now, anomalous comes from anomaly, which is something that is wrong, something that deviates from the correct path. So I cannot say geography is not anomalous. I should rather say geography is anomalous to my thinking process, because my thinking process does not accommodate geography. So it's not A. Similarly, inconsequential would be wrong, because I'm saying geography is inconsequential to my thinking process. It doesn't have a bearing on my thinking process. So if I'm saying not, I should say consequential, not inconsequential. So B is wrong. Again, peripheral is something that is not central or relevant, something that is on the margins. So again, I should say geography is peripheral to my thinking process. I can't say not peripheral, because that would distort the meaning. And visible doesn't fit the context here, because I cannot use visible in the sense of thinking process, right? Visible is something that you can see, that you can spot with your eyes. So that doesn't fit the context of thinking process. So pertinent and germane.